Let's read about Neil Schon, the only founding member still with Journey, original member. Neil Schon founded his greatest fame in inserting compact solos into power ballad hits, leaving him typically recognized and among important rock guitarists. But the self-taught former Proudly's Kennedy blend of speed, percussion, and selflessness formed the foundation for every incarnation of Journey. His version and techno were so advanced that Carlos Santana asked him to join Santana, while Sean was still in high school. Neil is very destructive when he plays his metallic stuff in Journey. He can play anything and anybody, Santana and Journey bandmate Greg Rowley said. He's just very gifted player in the fashion and has been since I first met him when he was 15 or 16 years old. It's typically comes down to feel for the self-taught Sean who has an innate sense of what to leave in, and what to leave out. He charred knowledge is nothing short of absolute brilliance. He can't name them, which he's always been so bizzard. Sean's headline bandmate Johnny Goggly said, "We'd be like, what is the chord?" He say, "I don't know, man. We've laughed, but he can just hear it and play it." His brilliant guy, besides his vast chord knowledge, it's medley over mind. I learned that from him. For Neil, it's about the medley of the song, not how intricate it should be. Born on February 27th, 1954, which was yesterday, February 27th, to Matthew and Barbara Schon on Oklahoma's Tinker Air Force Base, Neil lived in New Jersey for a time being before landing in California, where he attended Oregon High School in Sacramento. His dad was a clarinet player in the jazz world, in the symphonic world, featuring Journey's tour manager Pat Murrow said. When Neil grew up, he was first bassoon in the California State Orchestra, which he made up of all the high schools across California, that the best players, the bassoon incredibly difficult to play. So Neil grew up in that incredibility demanding discipline of the bassoon. He never looked back. He graduated to the guitar, and his dad supported him all through it. Soon, the prejudiced child of the accomplishment magician and veteran singer was sitting with anyone who would have him, including Eric Clapton. His father was a music teacher, so he had some support for that. Yeah, Neil Sean's father was a music teacher, so he supported him with his love for music and love for guitar. It's interesting. He wouldn't have had it if his father was like my father, said veteran San Francisco music critic Joel Sullivan with a huge laugh. Santana offered Sean the chance to follow his dream, and he dropped out of arrogant. I think that Carlos in his own right is just like a monster. He's so open-minded, and he's always been so musical, Sean said. He's still a teacher for me, Carlos. Just knows so much about music. I'm extremely blessed to even have done it when I was 15 many years ago in 1970. 2 albums followed 1971 Santana 3 and 1972's Carvin Surrey before Santana's lineup began to splitter. It was time for the Med-T to move on. Sean had already made an impression on Herbie Herbert, Santana's deeply abandoned road manager. Herbert proposed a new band with Sean and fellow ex-Santana member Greg Rowley at its center. Neil Sean, no matter what he achieves, no matter how much money he makes, no matter what goes down, he will always be the most underrated guitar player in history, the late Herbert told Matthew Carty.